today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick throw to Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 19 carries, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run with Gibson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Gibson. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 16, Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw's going to, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the foul stands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 29, Stafford into the secondary past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford looks to throw again. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check it. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And again, it's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing again is Stafford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Stafford here. It's brought in by Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To the air again, Stafford. Will dump this off to Akers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
Make it happy, Captain. Make it happy.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Malone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.